Yeah, the Olympics were crazy. It was definitely a different experience than any other event that I've been to. Kind of stressful, kind of relieving, exciting. Our qualifying process was right before the Olympics. We had 5 events. You had to have 2 podiums of the top 30 in the world. I think there's like 12 that are from the US and only 4 could go. So it was tough to make it. So once you kind of got there, it was just a bit of a relief. Put a lot of weight on your shoulders. I mean, not only did you want to just do a good job for yourself, but for the US as a country and as a team. And it was a lot to handle, but it was fun. It was really cool. When I was 14 years old, I was at a photo shoot in Telluride with a couple of my best friends. And we were riding on the back of a snowcat, and one of my friends was caught in the track and was run over and killed. So that was like really pretty tough to deal with. I didn't know if I was gonna ski afterwards, and it was really hard to kind of move forward through that. But I don't know, I think that's definitely something that's kind of shaped me, and I feel like I try and ski for him and do well for him, and it's kind of like extra motivation. So I think that's something that's been a big impact on me. I don't know. We've done some stuff since the Olympics that I would have never really dreamed of. I mean, I had like an interview on Anderson Cooper, and we were on the Letterman show, and just a bunch of crazy stuff like that. I mean, social media has been a huge change since the Olympics. Like, my numbers have definitely blown up, and I have a lot of people that I'm interacting with, which is really cool to just have such a big audience that I'm able to kind of engage with. I mean, after the Olympics, I got like tweets from like Miley Cyrus and like Chloe Moretz, and so I've met some people in like the music industry and the film industry, which has been kind of cool. I mean, people that I've looked up to and now I'm friends with. So that's been kind of crazy, for sure. It's sort of easy to get a big head when you experience such a quick like rise to stardom, like Joss and Nick and all of us that were at the Olympics. I also think I kind of grew up in a small town, and I've got a lot of close friends and family, and I feel like they've definitely kept me grounded. I guess I always have hoped that if I ever did kind of make it big, that I wouldn't turn into a total douchebag. So I've just tried to stay on that level. I mean, the X Games for me has always been the #1 event in my eyes. It's what I've wanted to win since I was a little kid, and I still haven't, so that's kind of still my #1 goal. But I don't know. I think once our sport got into the Olympics and once we had the qualifying process, like that became my goal last year. All my focus was for the Olympics, but now that it's 4 more years till that's away, it's definitely, my emphasis switches back to X Games. Yeah, I think that free skiing is an awesome sport. I think it's really kind of blossoming right now. People are taking notice just because of the Olympics. The sky's kind of the limit. It's crazy what we're doing on skis. I wouldn't have guessed it a couple years ago, and I don't really know where it's gonna go, but I feel like it's in a really good spot right now, so I'm stoked. For me, the AFP ranking is huge. I mean, I kind of had my eyes set on that when I was younger. I'm one of the only guys that does pipe and slope and big air, and it's really hard at this point. Like, everyone specializes because I feel like you kind of fall short in each category by trying to do all of them rather than being the best at one. You're mediocre at all of them, and so the AFP overall is something that I always kind of like wanted to get, and then once I got it, I just didn't want to lose that title. So I've had it like 4 times now. This is going to be my 5th season if I can get it. So I've always thought it was badass that Kelly Slater has like 10 times ASP World Champion. So I'd like to try and kind of like get on that level in skiing, even though it's way smaller. My greatest fear is being alone, dying, not being remembered. I have a horrible fear of being paralyzed. I don't know why. I mean, I think there's so many inspirational people that have lived through that and been so strong and just been huge inspirations, but I don't know if I have the mental toughness to handle that. I don't know what I would do. I think the key to happiness is just, I really feel like it is kind of like treating others how you want to be treated. It's like, it sounds cliche, but I feel like kind of what goes around comes around, and I don't know. I think that's kind of my key to happiness.